What's going on, Raider Nation? And I didn't want to make a video until, man, it's been crazy with the Las Vegas Raiders. I did not want to make a video until I saw the KC and Vegas game. That was like a must win for us, man. And we totally shat ourselves. What more can you say? So a lot of we Raider fans are not very optimistic on the future of the teams. There's really like inner fighting between all the Raider fans, which is unbelievable. Come on, guys. Calm your titties. Calm down. Everybody is fighting amongst each other. Yes, absolutely tragic. The whole situation with the Henry Ruggs situation. That anything that happens to him, I mean, those are the consequences. My thoughts on that. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Now you got to pay the consequences. We get Deshaun Jackson. He debuts. I didn't expect him to do a lot because he's barely coming in. These guys got to learn the playbook. They got to learn the system before they really do big things. I wanted Bryan Edwards to step up, which he did. He stepped up a little bit, but I need more from him. The Raiders, man, they look terrible against KC. The defense especially looked terrible, which the run game is killing us. Tight ends have always killed us in the last 2 to 3 years, like really bad. So I knew Kelsey was going to get it. But, man, no excuse with Tyreek Hill being so open on one of these touchdown plays. I don't get it. So, yes, it is time to hit the panic button, but not be a Debbie Downer too much. The Raiders get Cincinnati. The Raiders could still come together. And I think a lot of the divide is Carr's play. Carr's play has not been phenomenal. I agree. We need to start looking in the future and start looking at a draft, man. Getting a QB in there. I thought Mariota would at least light the fire on Dereck Carr's butt, but the KC game, some of these boneheaded decisions were crazy. I still think you still ride with Carr. You got to give it up to the man. I never questioned his loyalty and his drive when it comes to the Raiders. I've seen this man literally go up for just the first down and just use his body any way necessary to get that and get hit bad. So I don't question that. I don't question his heart, honestly. Yes, it is bad right now because of so many off the field stuff, so much stuff that's just been happening, the draft picks being a bust. But there's some good stuff here. Max Crosby is not getting any holding calls, by the way, but Max Crosby is still balling out. We do have a couple injuries here. At one point, Josh Jacobs was doing really good prior to the KC game, but then he was a no-show in KC. We really need to use Drake. I don't know why we're not using Drake as much. Drake is that guy you're gonna have to, if you're gonna do screens, if you're gonna throw it underneath, that's where you go to. But the problem is also Darren Waller's getting triple double teamed and he's not getting the ball. Renfro has been the best thing these last 2 weeks. Yes, the Raiders look like a mess, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there is not a chance that we don't make it to the playoffs because we can band together. It's not gonna look sexy down the line. We got Cincinnati, and Cincinnati could really expose this Raider defense if we don't get any pressure. If we don't, at least we can't play too soft. We're playing too soft, especially against KC. We got to hit these guys in the mouth. If we don't hit these guys in the mouth, if we don't get more aggressive, if we drop 2 potential interceptions, turnovers, it's going to bite us in the ass. Those are essential. You want fate to favor your way, you need to come down with the ball when the opportunity is there. Whether it's offense or whether it's defense. The Raiders, I still think this team is a little bit different, man. This team, I mean, it's been kind of ripped apart a little bit this last couple months, but I still think they got some grit. I still think they could win some games. I still think they could play in a high level. They just got to really kind of come together, look each other in the eye, and they really need to say this season's not over. This season is not a waste. We are potentially might have another collapse. We've done this in the last 2 seasons. It's been a similar pattern. We can break the pattern. If we're able to break this pattern this year, I see a lot going into next year too. A mentality going into next year, knowing that out of all the stuff that has happened this year, they still made the playoffs. It could still happen. But I'm not going to be a delusional Raider fan and tell you that it's absolutely going to happen, because realistically, if you love your Raiders and you saw the performance of the defense and some of the miscommunication, Jonathan Abrams not one of his worst games, the stupid penalties on the offensive line, Leatherwood still being a headache, Incognito still not there. Realistically, if this continues, the trend of flags, penalties, Max Crosby doing a stupid boneheaded penalty, coverage not being right, injuries, the season is going to go down. But somehow, if this team could band together and can execute red zone opportunities, getting takeaways, getting those precious takeaways, being able to just get points, not by field goals, like I said, red zone offensive plays working, plays that are more better than just dumping it down. Carr playing. Now, I'm not asking him to play elite level. I'm asking him to play at least getting at least 2 TDs a game and maybe relying more on getting some openings on that rush game. But it's kind of hard with the offensive line like that. Something, man. If I see a little fire in these guys, more, just that mentality that you cannot beat us. That was like in the beginning of the year. I think this season could be salvaged. Cincinnati's a huge one. KC was the one, right? KC was the one that really was going to determine if, okay, we're okay. The ship is still sailing. But if Cincinnati beats us, we just got hit multiple shots. And the ship is starting to sink. And it's sinking fast. This is a must-win game. Can we do it? We can. But it's up to the actual men that's on this roster if they want to do it. Yes, execution. Yes, red zone opportunities. Yes, turnovers. That's all phases of the game. But that's not going to win us this season. What's going to win us this season and making it to the playoffs is the fire in these guys. Are they ready to step up? Is Brian Edwards going to look his teammates in the eyes and say, Carr, throw me the ball and I will come down with it. I will catch that ball. Is Darren Waller going to say, Carr, I'm triple teamed, I'm double teamed. Let's go, but let's get some plays to get this man some opportunities and a ball in his hand. I'm not speaking of like what these men want and what they need to do on the field. I'm speaking of that fire, that desire, somebody yelling at somebody's face, somebody getting into somebody's face, the team getting together and saying, we got each other's back. Nobody else believes in us. Raider Nation maybe believe in us, but we must believe in ourselves. We must tell ourselves, this is not a sinking ship. This is not like last year. We are different. If they could do that, we have a chance to make this season salvageable. I said that wrong, but that's okay. We have a chance to prove the naysayers, the doubters, But I'm not going to sit here and say it's going to be a cakewalk. They have to want to do it. These men on the roster have to pull themselves together. It can be done. With a division like ours, it can be done. The Giants did it. Wild card teams have done it. Seahawks have done it. Why can't the Raiders do it? The Raiders have all the talent in the world to do it. They just need to band together. They need to fight. Because I think if they fight, that's the biggest opportunity they can have. That's the biggest weapon they could have to succeed and actually win some of these damn games and make it to the playoffs. That's all we want. That's all we want, damn it. Let's get into the playoffs and let's scare some mofos. I'm Dan aka and Daniel's son. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment below. Let's win, baby. I can't wait for the game. Hopefully there's better performance. Till next time, we talk more Raiders. I'll see you guys later.